often that the Chief Content Officer, Paul Triple H Levesque, is here on Raw. He must have some major news to share.
Let's hear what the game has to say.
As you all know, we've been building a new era in WWE, a direction that's bolder than anything you've ever seen before. But to forge this path, we need talent who can rise to the occasion. Whether that's someone who's already here or an outsider ready to step in and lead the charge. Who is going to be the superstar to lead us to that next level? Well, we're going to answer that question starting next Monday on Raw with the WWE Draft.
The WWE Draft kicks off next Monday. That's huge news.
Raw and SmackDown GMs Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis have decisions to make that will shape the future of WWE. Now, I know I'm supposed to be impartial, but as a Chief Content Officer, I'm going to drop a couple of hints about who I think will be selected #1 overall and become the leader of this new era. This individual is going to be a force in the men's division for years to come. I've seen his potential for greatness already as one of the top superstars on Raw. They could be the next EST, the next American Nightmare, or better yet, carve their own path to lead the new era of WWE. It all starts at the draft when we take the next step in WWE's revolution.
Sounds like the CCO thinks one of Raw's top names might be going #1 overall.
I can't wait for draft night.
The winds of change are blowing.
Talking about the draft, I assume?
Yep. You and I haven't had much of a chance to get acquainted here on Raw. I wouldn't mind if we end up on the same brand so that we can finally have a match or two.
I wouldn't mind that either. We could do big things together.
I guess we'll see where we end up. I know they're saying you could be staying here on Raw, but I've been around a while and I've seen a lot of crazy things. When it comes to the WWE Draft, you just never know.
I'll be ready for anything.
Well, if it isn't the subject of all those draft rumors.
What do you mean?
Come on, you heard what Triple H said, and it's all over social media too. Everyone thinks you're going #1 in the draft next week.
Since Raw has the first pick, you could put an end to all the speculation and just tell me who you're picking first.
My lips are sealed, but I will say that I doubt tonight is your last match on Raw. Oh, and speaking of the draft, make sure you look good up there on the stage.
What are you getting at?
I know in the past you had to wear whatever the office told you to for your non-ring attire. And sometimes you'd even have to wear the same ugly shirt for years on end. But things are different now. Like Hunter said, it's a new era with fewer restrictions. So you can wear whatever casual attire you want to express who you are. Got it?
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks.
Okay, but more importantly, make sure you look good in your match tonight. Can't have my potential first pick losing the week before the draft.
With all the talk about presumptive draft picks and Triple H's cryptic messages, we might be forgetting about Montez Ford.
Good point, Corey. Montez is a former Royal Rumble winner who's coming back from injury. I'm sure he'd love to make his own statement about WWE's pecking order.
Both superstars have a lot on the line and a lot to say about it, and they will surely let their fists do the talking.
attack that very few superstars can perform with such ease.
Powerbomb.
Big move followed up with a pin attempt. Yeah, it's going to take more than that.
Kick to the gut. Ooh, brutal forearm.
Oh, and a stomp right to the back.
She's starting to feel the effects of this attack.
Nothing new for him here. He's faced worse.
Ooh, nasty shot to the throat. Launched with a belly-to-belly.
And Ford's resolve might be wavering here.
Montez is definitely in peril here.
Ah, right to the throat. Bang! He finds a counter.
And that might start the momentum swing that Montez needed.
Ford weathered the storm and is looking to rain down some damage of his own.
He's looking like easy prey, about to fall into a trap. My, oh my, what elevation!
Making way towards the top rope.
Sky high.
All the way down to the floor.
Crashing and burning in maybe the worst way possible.
Tossed back into the ring. Climbing to the top. What's he have on the top? Diving elbow drop. Are you kidding me?
Oh man, right to the esophagus.
Powerbomb. Now shoulders down.
Here we go. Frankly, he should have known that wasn't enough.
Oh, look at this. German suplex.
And not done yet.
Another German.
Trio of wicked German suplexes.
Uh-oh. Back down the hatches.
Will Ford recover?
2. And this one is over.
Here is your winner, the Beast, Brock Lesnar.
This man just showed why he's about to be drafted #1. He's got the talent, the drive, and the win here tonight.
And he certainly helped his cause, Saxton. Nothing's a sure thing until it's a...
What a huge night we have on Raw with the start of the WWE Draft.
There's rumors the superstar will be staying on Raw as the top pick.
Well, it's not official yet, but it would be a solid choice by Adam Pearce.
I know there's a lot going on tonight with the draft, but I wanted to sneak in a couple interview questions. Is that okay?
No problem, Kathy. It's always good talking with you. What do you want to know?
For anyone who hasn't been paying attention the past couple of years, how would you define your personality?
Simple. I'm not afraid of a fight. I pull no punches and I won't back down. I guess you could say I'm the bold and brash type.
I should have known. What can you say about the rumors that you'll be selected #1 overall tonight?
I don't have time for internet gossip. All that matters to me is what happens when the bell rings. If I go #1, that just means there's a bigger target on my back. But I live for that sort of thing. So just bring it.
Well, I know you're busy, so I'll let you go for now. Thanks again, and good luck with the draft.
Good to see you.
Hey, boss.
So how you feeling? You ready for tonight?
I'm ready, but I'm actually a little disappointed it's just a draft, and I don't get to punch someone in the face.
Hey, it's WWE. You never know. I've got to get going, but you should be proud of everything you've accomplished to get here. You've earned it. See you out there in a bit.
It's time to kick off the WWE Draft.
Thank you. But tonight is not about me. It's about launching this company in a new and exciting direction. And that all starts with the announcement of the top overall pick. So let's not wait any longer. With the first pick in the WWE Draft, Raw is honored to select the future of WWE.
There they are, the #1 pick in the WWE Draft, and wow, it's a good one.
Talk about making a splash. Adam Pearce got himself a generational talent.
We heard all the rumors, but seeing this play out now really lives up to the hype.
Good luck topping this SmackDown.
Stand by, there's some kind of technical issue here.
Talk about ruining a moment.
What the heck?
Who was that?
Oh, where's security?
Can someone explain what just happened?
Okay, got it. The draft will continue after this break.
First of all, I'm sorry about what happened out there. We're working with the authorities to get to the bottom of it, but Hunter says it seems like it was just a random, unstable individual.
We have a good relationship, so I trust you and Triple H to figure it out. I am curious how a random person could have messed with the Tron, though.
I wouldn't assume the two things were connected. Could have been unrelated technical difficulties. Either way, I don't think it's anything to worry about. Better to focus on the positive and move on.
I'm focused on kicking someone's ass. Don't care who it is.
Perfect. I'll set up a match for you next week on Raw, and it'll be against a local competitor you'll be sure to dominate. After that, no one will be talking about what happened tonight.
Hey, you all right?
Not how I imagined draft night going, but we've both seen stuff like this in WWE before. On to the next thing, right?
Listen, I know management wants us to brush things like this under the rug, but I'm not sure it was a one-time event. Besides, how does some random person get access to the Tron?
That's what I said.
Look, if I were you, I'd keep your head on a swivel. I'm just speculating, but this could be the start of something bigger.
I agree. I'll be ready if and when something happens again.
That attack came out of nowhere. Are you okay?
Hey, Troy. I'm a lot more angry than I am hurt.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. The perfect way to blow off a little steam.
You got any idea who was under that mask? Because that's who I'd like to get my hands on.
I do not. However, since I got promoted, which was definitely based on merit, not because I've been put in charge of booking the matches for our live events. You should be congratulating yourself, because I've got my eye on you to be the main attraction for our next big tour.
I appreciate it, Troy. But I'm focused on figuring out who jumped me, and then enacting some very disproportionate revenge.
That's exactly why you should compete in some live event matches. It's the perfect opportunity to sharpen your skills and max out your abilities. Trust me, you won't believe the kind of rewards you'll get with live events.
Fine, Troy. Next time you have a live event opportunity, hit me up.
You're the best. Thanks so much. You'll find me waiting for you when I'm ready to book the next bunch of shows.
Can't wait.
This man is no stranger to a WWE arena, but it's got to feel different stepping into the ring for the first time as the #1 overall draft pick.
I'm sure it does, Byron. But now that the bell's rung, he's not the #1 pick anymore. He's a superstar on Raw who's got to fight and compete just like anyone else.
And he's got a target on his back now. If he doesn't prove he can live up to his reputation, no one's going to care where he is drafted.
Wait for it. Oh, Alabama slam. That is the kind of move that leaves our jaws on the floor. Unbelievable.
Launched with a belly-to-belly.
Adrian looking helpless to every attack.
Yeah, Buck's got to slow down this assault. Bang!
Piercing the throat.
He could be starting to really struggle in this match.
Been holding strong thus far in the match, but you can only outrun the lasting effects of a fight for so long.
Pops up their opponent into the powerbomb.
Straight into the pin. 2.
What a resounding victory here tonight for the #1 pick.
I agree, Byron. That was pure domination.
The hell? Not this again.
It's the same attacker from the draft.
Where's security? Come on.
I guess he's taking matters into his own hands.
Good, I'm sick of this.
And this time, they're not getting away.
The masked assailant is regretting this now.
They might not be masked for much longer.
Is that Tony D'Angelo from NXT?
Not surprised with his track record.
We're going to go to commercial while we sort this out.
That's enough! Sit down and stay there.
What are we gonna do with him? We're going to get some answers, and we're going to get them right now.
You have no idea.
You better start explaining real fast before I beat the truth out of you.
The new era has arrived.
I know you're known for these types of attacks, but why did you target me? Jealous that I was the #1 pick and you weren't even drafted?
It's not always about you. It's about us. Them. All of them.
Who is them? Your goons? The family?
Lardan.
I think I've had about enough. We'll settle this when you face me in a match next week. Now get this attention-seeking mafia wannabe out of here!
So you got the bad guy, huh?
Looks like it.
I know Triple H and everyone is telling you this is over now, but I still think there's more to come.
I think so too. I don't think D'Angelo would do this on his own. Whether it's his family or someone else behind the scenes, there's gotta be other people involved.
Exactly. And the entire roster should be on the lookout. I know I will be.
We're certainly no strangers to surprise attacks and deceptive actions, but this match feels especially personal.
You're not wrong, Cole. I'm honestly impressed the #1 pick had the self-control to face Tony D'Angelo in the ring rather than roughing the jabroni up backstage.
D'Angelo ruined 2 big nights, and tonight his target is looking to ruin Tony D'Angelo. Ouch! Double axe handle to the chest. Ooh! Ah, kick! Nasty kick. Oh, perfect kick. Clothesline. What impact.
There was no respect for D'Angelo with that move. Uh-oh, headbutt. Nothing fancy there. D'Angelo looking powerless to every attack.
Tony's on the wrong side of every exchange.
Sidewalk slam! Almost drove him through the ring.
What a counter by Tony.
And he isn't looking helpless anymore.
Tony's showing it's not a time for lying down. It's time for fighting back.
Double axe handle right across the chest. And a kick. He's taking a beating, but can he hold on?
He's been ineffective at slowing down his opponent. A trio of wicked German suplexes. Uh-oh. Batten down the hatches. F5! Thunderous!
That could be curtains for Tony.
There's two. This is more than a win. The #1 draft pick can now move on and focus on bigger goals.
Good riddance to Tony D'Angelo and whatever this was all about.
Now what?
Is that Charlie Dempsey?
What the hell is going on?
That's certainly Gigi Dolan.
Trick Williams from behind. What is happening?
And now Tony D'Angelo's recovered and joining the NXT champion. Clearly D'Angelo wasn't acting alone in all of this.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a common theme here, guys. We got to get some help out here.
This is a full-on invasion.
And the invaders are all from NXT.
We need help back there, right now.
Adam Pearce is trying to intervene.
Nikita Lyons with a chair.
And Pearce goes down too.
The NXT Unity Tag Champions have taken out CM Punk.
And Charlotte gets nailed too.
This is insane.
Please, somebody, anybody, do something.
We are under siege.
It's Bayley and Kevin Owens.
Finally.
You can't just come in here and do this without repercussions.
What the?
Bayley and KO opponents? Are you serious?
What are we witnessing?
If you couldn't tell, this is a mutiny. Current and former members of NXT have united under one cause. We will no longer stand by and be treated like third-class citizens.
Members of the board, do we have your attention?
We will not stop until NXT is the one and only brand left standing in WWE.
I'm just about speechless.
We've just witnessed pure anarchy.
It was a mutiny, Saxton. Bayley said it herself. Unbelievable.
Tonight, at least. Who really knows at this point?
I might be out for a bit after what they did to me. But the second I'm back, I need revenge on the NXT Unity champions and every single person involved.
I'm with you.
Good. But don't forget I warned both of you that this would happen, and no one listened.
I was wrong. I know. But this isn't the time to point fingers.
Yeah, it's the time to start listening to me. No one around here can be trusted. No one. This could go all the way to the top. Who created NXT and would stand to benefit from all this? Yeah. Chew on that for a minute.
Look, I've already spoken to Nick Aldis, and we're gonna work together to fight back against this NXT mutiny. Raw and SmackDown are a united front. But we need a leader. I drafted you #1 for a reason. I know you can step up to lead the charge.
After what they did to me, I don't need convincing. But what are we getting ourselves into? You heard what Punk just said about Triple H.
As usual, Punk's way out of line with that comment. I've been working side by side with Triple H the past few weeks to figure out what's been going on. There's no way he has anything to do with this.
You're right. Punk's fired up about getting attacked and not thinking straight. He did have a point, though, that we have to be careful about who to trust.
I know. It seems like Bayley and KO have convinced most of NXT to join them along with some other big names from our side. And we have to assume that any other NXT alumni from Raw and SmackDown might be one of them.
Then it sounds like we need to find someone from outside of WWE who could step in and join the fight against NXT.
You got someone in mind?
I do. I know just the person to turn the tide. They're from a rival promotion.
Okay, but how does that prove they're not secretly working with NXT? How do you know we can trust them?
We used to train together for years. You spend that much time with someone, putting your health and safety in their hands, you know you can trust them.
All right, sold. After you get them on board, let's talk next steps. And don't wait too long. We need to move fast before this NXT mutiny strikes again.
Wow, you came all the way to Japan to see me? Must really be desperate for help against NXT.
Who else could I trust more than my old training partner?
We were always trying to outdo each other back in the day. Might be nice to team up together for once.
Not to mention the fact Mutiny keeps adding top names, so I can't really trust many people in WWE right now.
So you're saying I was your only option? I see how it is.
Best and only option. So what do you think? Will you do it?
You know I'm ride or die with you. Let's do it.
Great. We need to get started right away.
Okay, just hang on a minute. I do have one more match obligation to fulfill here tonight. Then we'll get started.
We are going to kick some Mutiny ass.
Haven't changed a bit.
Y'all know what time it is. Black flag on everything. Stay protected. Move
Oh, this is how #1 draft picks live, huh? Nice.
The tour bus is nice, but more importantly, it's private. We need this space to talk strategy, since who knows who might be listening backstage and feeding information to NXT.
Good point. What about the GMs, though? Can we at least trust them? Adam Pearce was messaging me the other day.
Yeah, Pearce and Aldis are vetted, and they've given us full authority to counter the NXT mutiny movement. CM Punk will be helping us too once he's healthy, but for now, it's just us, so we need to figure out our first move.
Whenever I was in a tough situation like this, wrestling for the competition, I learned the best path forward is to focus on doing what I do best, which, in my case, is being bold and brash.
Well, since you just basically dropped everything to come in here and help me, it's only fair you take the lead on this. What do you think we should do?
We need to hit them harder than they hit us. Punch them right in the mouth so they know who they're messing with. They showed up here and caused chaos? Okay. We go to NXT and do the same thing, but worse.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Let's do it.
You ready?
We're gonna punch them right in the mouth.
Let's do this. What the hell?
Well, hello there. Have a good flight down. We were expecting you.
We were not expecting you.
For the uninitiated here, I'm Troy Simpkin, former WWE producer, now NXT Mutiny's top producer. We knew you'd be coming and we outsmarted you. NXT is clearly not broadcasting here tonight, and instead has moved to a secret, undisclosed location.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm afraid not. Man, you should see the looks on your faces.
Can I strangle him? I want to strangle him.
I'm just the messenger.
Well, we came all the way here. We're not gonna leave empty-handed.
I think I see where this is going.
Yeah. We're taking Troy with us. He clearly knows more than he's letting on, and we can use him as a bargaining chip.
You're calling the shots.
This really isn't necessary. I'm just a producer. I'm clueless.
We know. You're coming with us.
Please be gentle.
Yo, y'all know what time it is. Black flag on everything.
NXT Mutiny. You one-upped us. Well played moving the location of your show. But if you think you outsmarted us, think again. See, I've brought in someone to help even the sides, and she had a brilliant idea.
That's right. We have borrowed your top producer, Troy Simpkin. Say hello, Troy.
Hello? Help, please?
All right, that's enough. So, NXT Mutiny. If you want Troy back, show up to Raw and fight us. I have my debut match later tonight, and your buddy Troy will be out there at ringside.
And unlike you, we're not going to run and hide. We're going to be exactly where we say we are.
See you soon.
Please show up.
I had heard this new addition to the WWE roster has a take-no-prisoners mentality, but she seems to be bending her own rules here tonight.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, Saxton. Now, former WWE producer Troy Simpkin may not be well-liked, but he's the bait they're using to draw Mutiny out.
The question now is whether Mutiny will bite the hook and how any of this may impact the fight going forward.
Put in the corner now.
Knife edge chop echoing through the arena.
Oh, goodness! I wasn't expecting a kick to the face. Rolled over, nice DDT. Taking a moment to fire up this crowd and herself.
Oh, schoolboy! Shoulders down here! Reverses the pin attempt. Hold on. Trying to steal one here. And there's a kick out he won.
Too early for that pin attempt. Oh, missed connection. connection.
Queen Zelina is in a distressing spot.
Not looking good for Zelina here.
Boom! She gets around the attack. Running clothesline.
That can make an opening for her.
What a double axe handle. Boom!
Look at this. Boom. Nice. Adrenaline pumping. Here she goes. Top rope.
Oh, she missed.
Oh, look at this. Is it enough, guys? Is it
Shot
enough to get
after-
back in this match?
Wow. So far, so good. And getting the cover here.
She overcomes the pinfall attempt.
I think this match still has a ways to go. Ooh, what a forearm club.
Turns that back on Zelina. Small package driver.
Hit that with everything and following it with the pin.
Picked up the victory.
Here is your winner, Mercedes May!
What a debut.
Can't believe my plan didn't work.
We both thought Mutiny actually cared about Troy. But like they said, I guess he's just a worthless twit.
Hey, I'm standing right here. And I'm just as shocked as you are that Mutiny didn't ride in on their white horses to save their prince. I wonder if I can get my old job back. Can either of you put in a word with Triple H?
We need to find something NXT actually cares about to lure them into a fight. Otherwise, they're going to keep dodging us.
What about their precious Unity Tag Team Championships? If kidnapping Troy didn't work, maybe we could title nap those?
You might be onto something there. But how are we going to find out where they're broadcasting from?
I could help with that. If you put in a good word for me.
Yeah, sure. What can you tell us?
I may have been on a group text that mentioned the undisclosed location of their shows. But first I'll need reassurances.
Troy? Disclose it. Now.
Okay. Fine.
For Alexis King and JC Jane.
Hang on, we have some visitors from the Raw and SmackDown side.
How'd they find out where we are? Did you tell them, Saxton?
It wasn't me, but they're taking the fight to the champions.
Good. It's about time.
It looks like we're going to have an impromptu brawl on our hands. This is an incredibly bold move to come down here and bring the fight to Mutiny.
It's bold and brilliant, Cole. Attacking in an undisclosed location, the Unity champs were totally complacent. They let their guard down, and now they're paying the price.
I still can't figure out how they found us. Do you think my phone might have been hacked? And if so, do you think Mutiny would hold that against me?
Returning to the ring now. A clubbing forearm. Moves from the ring to the outside.
Setting up for something here.
Alexis King takes a vicious buckle suplex.
And JC's nailed with a stun gun.
The champs are down.
Where are they headed now?
They're grabbing the Unity titles.
I think they're leaving with them.
And the champs can't do anything about it.
They've come in here and stolen the NXT Unity Tag Team Championships. I love it.
Score one for Raw and SmackDown.
I saw what you did by invading NXT's secret location and acquiring their Unity Championships. Bold move.
Thanks. I don't think you've been introduced to the newest team member in our fight against Mutiny. We came up training together.
I know all about you. Welcome to WWE. But I do have to remind both of you, I've decided to remain neutral in this whole issue with NXT. I'm too close to it. So this isn't our fight. And besides, when it comes to competition, it's not just a catchphrase. It really is what's best for business.
We understand your stance, but we don't have to agree with it. We're going to do everything we can to stop mutiny.
And if that happens, great. But if Mutiny comes out on top, then we'll pivot in that direction. It's what we do in WWE. We're constantly reacting and evolving. It's how we succeed. So like I said, good luck. But I can't support one side or the other until this is all over.
Jane have successfully defended their Unity titles multiple times, and you can bet they're itching to reclaim their stolen belts tonight.
Yeah, but those defenses were practically gift-wrapped with hand-picked opponents in favorable locations. Tonight, they face a real challenge.
We will see. These two new allies have a history, but the big question is, can they gel in an official match and walk away with some hardware?
Oof, kick finds it.
Turns that away.
Both sides with an answer to every piece of offense. Oh.
Pops up their opponent.
Pop-up powerbomb. Getting laid out has to have the challenger rethinking their strategy. Something has to change here.
The challenger really taking it on the chin here. And now the tag. Clothesline. And she makes the tag. Dropping the elbow.
In off the tag.
What a clothesline! Ouch! Oh, look at the impact here. Boom! Pummeling the chest of their opponent. This is brutal. Oh, man, inverted backbreaker. Ow!
He saw that being telegraphed.
Lariat. Just using their foot as a weapon. So ruthless.
Oh, man, we all know what's coming here.
Check out the springboard.
Springboard, but nobody home.
Strong chop by JC Jane. And
does the official not see him removing the turnbuckle pad?
Keep your voice down.
They're getting a little too close for my comfort, guys.
Whip back into the ring.
Walking up here. Oh, hook to the eyes.
That seems to have really gotten him. He could have an eye injury.
Nonetheless, the match continues.
JC eats a clothesline.
But Lexus came with the belt shot.
And the referee never saw it.
The champions are going to retain.
Wait, foot on the ropes.
Is that the producer who's wrapped up in all this?
I think so. Seems like he's working against NXT Mutiny now.
Hold on. Spear on JC Jane.
Looks like his eye's okay.
Or at least okay enough.
Setting up for some kind of double team move.
And down onto JC Jane with the cover.
That'll do it. We officially have new Unity Tag Team Champions.
We just witnessed amazing teamwork from these two, and it paid off with not only a title win, but a major victory in the war against Mutiny.
And don't forget the assist from Troy, the producer.
Mutiny shocked the world with their invasion a couple weeks ago, but now, taking their Unity tag titles that they held in such high regard is a shot across NXT's bow.
I have a feeling this is only the beginning between these two sides.
Out on all the fun. That was impressive how you used that goofball Troy to find where Mutiny was hiding and then win their Unity titles. Well done.
I guess Troy's show of loyalty in our match was enough to get his job back.
And we discouraged Mutiny from trying to hide from us. They said from now on, they'll be back at the Performance Center.
I have to admit, I'm a little jealous. You got your hands on the Unity champions after what they did to me. But I'll get my shot sooner than later.
I know you will. Which leads us to our next move. We've spoken to the GMs, and we think the best strategy is to divide and conquer between Raw and SmackDown.
At least Aldous and Pierce have our backs, unlike old Triple H. Convenient how he continues to sit on the sidelines, isn't it?
Yeah, it is convenient. I can't believe he's still staying neutral. Makes you wonder if there's something else going on there.
In any event, if we split up, we'll have coverage on both brands to fight off any mutiny attacks. I'll be headed to SmackDown.
And I'll be focusing on Raw. What about you, Punk?
I think it makes sense for me to float between both brands to help keep an eye on things. There's a lot of top names jumping ship, and I'd like to use my influence to put an end to that.
Sounds like a solid plan. Which brand should we focus on first?
The WWE Universe has been waiting for this match.
Back in the house with a 9-4. You did good, sir.
What the hell's going on around here today? All the suits look like a donkey kicked them in their tender bits.
That is a very specific analogy, but the reason everyone's upset is Mutiny is creating their own title, the NXT Mutiny Championship.
Why should we care? It'll go right down the memory hole with the multiversal Infinite Championship and every other fake belt in history.
We're already bleeding superstars to their side. An NXT Mutiny Champion gives them even more credibility. I tried to get Triple H to stop them, but he hasn't even returned my call. If Mutiny keeps gaining momentum, I'm on track to be the last GM of Raw, which is a distinction I'd prefer to avoid.
I'm not looking to be your last #1 draft pick either.
What can we do at this point other than sit back and watch?
My partner and me took their Unity belts. How about I go down there, win their made-up tinfoil title myself, and show them exactly what I think about it?
That's borderline nuts. We're in a war, and you'd be walking behind enemy lines without any backup.
I don't need any backup.
I can't officially sanction this, but it sure would make an impression. And if somehow you pulled it off, it might turn the tide of the whole war. You sure you want to do this?
Let's roll. I'm going to walk into Mutiny's house, put my feet up on their couch, and serve them a case of frosty Stone Cold Steve Austin style whoop-ass.
Hell yeah.
Battle against Nathan Frazier.
I hope they tear each other apart.
What the hell? One half of the Unity champions just tossed Nathan Fraser aside like a sack of wheat.
It looks like the Unity champ is going after Coffee next.
And the referee is going to let this one go. We have a new matchup, guys.
What we have is a fight.
This wasn't a scheduled match, but it looks like we're going to get it nonetheless.
And it looks to me like Mark Coffey's about to become the second member of the NXT Mutiny roster tonight, who's going to lose some teeth to one half of the Unity champions.
Mutiny claims to like it.
Taking flight.
Bang, what a splash. And gonna go for another attempt off the top rope. Clothesline, so effective. Oh, look at, what a blow.
Carefully measured right. Taking flight.
And coming down with incredible force.
And that was obviously not a part of Mark's strategy. He's able to reverse it.
Series of counters here. Who?
Bear hug, squeezing the breath. He had it locked in. I didn't expect him to just let go.
I don't know what he's thinking, but he needs to focus on the task at hand.
And Coffey is really being knocked around here.
This is where Mark Coffey will be tested. Evasive maneuvering there.
Incoming. Big time powerbomb. That was a powerbomb with one message in mind. Absolute destruction. Trio of wicked.
He's going for the cover.
For the win. Coffey's been defeated, but apparently that isn't enough for the WWE loyalist.
He's kicking Coffey right out of the ring. It looks like the Unity Tag Champ has something to say.
Everybody in this building knows I go where I want to, when I want to. So when I heard Mutiny was getting big ideas about making up their own title, there was only one place I was gonna be. And that's right here in NXT Mutiny. I just obliterated 2 of your guys, and I'll do the same thing to the rest of your damn roster if I have to. Because that mail order belt, I'm taking it just like me and my partner took the Unity titles. So go ahead and...
You knew this had to be coming.
Kevin Owens is one of the leaders of NXT Mutiny, and he has heard enough.
When you came out here like a tough guy jumping people from behind, I thought about sending the entire locker room out to smash you like the tackling dummy that you are. But I have a better idea. See, I'm not going to let some WWE poster boy ruin our show. You want this mail order belt that's about to become the most valuable prize in the business? Then all you have to do is compete in our main event tonight. A qualifying gauntlet match.
One of the biggest superstars in WWE is going to main event NXT Mutiny in a gauntlet match.
And if he wins, he'll have a shot at being the first ever NXT Mutiny champion.
Hey, you. My name's Psycho Sally, and
I don't want to hear one word from any of you traitors. What's wrong? Too afraid to mouth off now that we're standing face to face?
I thought you didn't want to hear one word from any of us traitors.
Well, it is kind of boring out here in the parking lot. So might as well say your piece.
I was just going to ask if you're hungry. Catering is really good tonight.
If Bailey and Kevin Owens think I'm walking into some trap right before I run your little gauntlet...
Wow, you seem really mad. Are you more of a pie person?
Look, I don't know you, Psycho Sally. This isn't personal. But you're a soldier on the wrong side of a civil war where you're the bad guys.
We're the bad guys? You and your partner broke into our arena, kidnapped our producer, then proved what heroes you were by returning the Unity Championships to the company that fought creating them for years.
After Mutiny declared war on WWE and attacked our whole damn roster.
Mutiny has a lot of people who used to be on your roster. Makes you wonder what they see and you don't.
The only thing I see is that I'm fixing to take that pretend belt your side just made up and turn it into scrap.
Every belt is pretend until people agree that it's real.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Superstar didn't just walk into the Lion's Den, he did it carrying a bunch of stakes.
Well, he came here from Raw looking for a fight, and Kevin Owens gave him one against 3 of Mutiny's best.
The reward will be worth the risk if that man carries Mutiny's new championship back to WWE, Corey.
Anticipated that. Dominating shoulder tackle.
Double axe handle right across the chest.
Sidewalk slam! Almost drove him through the ring. Big elbow drop.
And I think Dar might have got cut there.
Noam Dar is just getting knocked around.
Dar on the wrong side of every exchange lately.
Pops up their opponent into the powerbomb.
Into the pin attempt. He's able to kick out before 2.
Starting to see the tolls of this match add up.
He's pumped up, and so is this crowd. Clothesline in the
corner, and an elbow for good measure.
Oof.
Dropping the elbow. Heading to the top rope here.
Taking flight. Diving body splash.
Successive attacks have him staggering.
Yeah, he is far, far away from being in the driver's seat. This is going to come down to who wants it more.
Up high.
Big splash. Takes another trip to the skies, and it pays off once again.
Oh, man, he's out. Noam Dar is eliminated from this gauntlet match.
2 more competitors to come after this entrance. This is awesome.
So who's next? The one and only Axiom is ready to make some noise.
The arena is electric right now for this gauntlet match.
A quick series of pinfalls, and there's only one winner. Of course,
from the top. Elbow drop. Good Lord. Axiom at the mercy of his opponent.
Axiom now just trying to survive.
Oh, dominating shoulder tackle. Ouch. Double axe handle to the chest. Pops up their opponent.
Pop-up powerbomb. You have to question what kind of malintent is behind a powerbomb with that much force. Trio of cover. Yes, Axiom has been eliminated. Time to hit the showers.
Here they are, our final entrant in this match. Now we've got Wes Lee jumping into this gauntlet.
The black and gold brand has been the breeding ground for the top talent of today for quite some time. Tonight just might cement another future legacy, guys.
Batten down the hatches. Wesley is in serious danger.
2. He's still in this fight.
He's in total disbelief. That did not finish the job.
Everyone watching this is in total disbelief right now.
And you can sense the desperation mounting as that last move couldn't finish things.
This could do it.
Oh, somehow. I didn't think this match was close to over.
And that was a well-executed attack. And Wes can't stop any offense coming his way.
Can Wes recover from this adversity?
He's headed up high.
Taking flight.
Bang, what a splash. And right into the pin.
2.
And they kick out at 2.
He thought thought he had it. And he wants more. Sky highs. Took a gamble once, took a gamble again, and hit the jackpot. Gets the elimination and the win.
Here's your winner,
I'd question your strategy with all this mutiny title stuff, but I kind of feel like you're making it up as you go along.
You ever known me to do anything different?
I know that got you into all kinds of trouble when we had just started training together. Challenging the biggest dog in the yard ended up with you looking at the ceiling in short order.
I maybe bit off more than I could chew that one time.
That one time? It was a weekly occurrence.
That was a long time ago. I've refined my improvisational technique.
Beating everyone up is only a technique until you lose a fight.
We got ourselves a real simple solution then.
Yeah, you just have to keep winning. Here's the thing. Doesn't this all seem a little easy? Mutiny could have jumped you, but they didn't. Not to mention this whole mystery chamber twist. Something's up.
Trust me, if they have something planned, I'll be ready for it. The price is worth the cost. We got the Unity belts. I take this new title off the table. Mutiny doesn't have much left after that.
Your mind's made up, so this is a losing argument. Good luck down there.
Who is in those mutiny mystery pods, guys?
What we do know is that every man in that chamber is going after the guy carrying WWE's banner.
This superstar knew the risk going in, Corey. Now we're going to see if he can reap the rewards and become the first ever mutiny champion.
Big
Drop. What a shot!
Elbow finds its mark.
Dropping the elbow. Wolfgang isn't being given a chance to breathe.
Wolfgang needs to reformulate a strategy.
Elbow drop.
Showing off their deadlifting prowess and just tossing their opponent like they're nothing.
I'll just leave it at this. Nobody comes into a match hoping to get chucked around like that.
Strikes with a kick. Ooh.
Pops up their opponent.
Pop up, power bomb. Off into the pin.
And right now, Andre Chase is next to set foot in the Elimination Chamber matchup.
Clothesline.
Good Lord.
So effective. Sleeper slam. The wear and tear of this match is clearly starting to get to him.
Yeah, this is where you need to fight harder. Don't let the falls count anywhere stipulation get to your head.
Able to slip out of that one.
Oh, that'll turn your skin red. Oh, nice backslide. Pinning combination. Shoulder up, and the referee ends the count.
It'll take more than that to hold him down.
Sent right into the corner. Carried in a jeopardizing position here. Oh, God, face first. Sleeper slam. His shoulders are down. And he gets the shoulder up before two.
Just kicking out at one takes a lot in a match like this. It's Duke Hudson out of his pod and into the action.
Drop kick to the knee. That's great strategy.
Hoping to compromise that knee joint completely.
Timely counter by Wolfgang.
Wrench in the arm. Clothesline.
This could do it. Getting scored the pin.
Maybe.
Strong kick out there. Not yet. He's going up.
Taking flight.
Picked up and being carried around now. And into the count. There's two. Just kicks out.
That was a long 2 count there.
Flying. Cover. 2.
One elimination down, but the end's not here. The pressure's only growing in the chamber. Just some...
Batten down the hatches. That's just a beatdown. This match has to be close to an end. Uh-oh. Batten down the hatches.
No way Wolfgang recovers from that.
Looks like Nathan Frazier is next into the chaos of the chamber. 2 falls down, 3 to go until 1 winner is left in the chamber.
Alabama slam.
Ouch. Double axe handle to the chest.
He puts him into the corner. Wicked clothesline. He answers right back. Climbing to the top turnbuckle now. And that was an effective attack, guys. Standing shooting star press. Incredible. What a punch. Don't do it. Throws all caution to the wind.
And now an ill-advised decision from the top of the pod will certainly be the cause of an elimination. Carefully measured knee drop.
Taking flight.
Oh, no.
Right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow.
2 count. Kicking out in time.
This is no way.
Oh, no. What him? Shoulders down. Meanwhile, Chase. No, he gets the shoulder up.
How in the world did he kick out?
And there's the cover.
The WWE Universe is pouring more fuel on his fire right now.
The final 3. One of these superstars will win this Elimination Chamber match.
Uh-oh. Oh, my God, what a move. Climbing to the top. What's he thinking?
Up to the top of the pod.
Oh, my God.
Holy hell.
Risked it all from the top of the pod, and this might have changed the face of the match. It all comes down to this. Only 2 superstars remain in the Elimination Chamber. And avoids taking any damage.
He goes back into the ring here.
This capacity crowd is sending him love, and he's sending it right back.
Uh-oh. Batten down the hatches.
Can that finish Nathan?
There's 2. He survived the gauntlet. He survived this mutiny mystery chamber. And now he's not only one half of the Unity champions, but the very first NXT Mutiny champion.
Mutiny's leadership cannot be happy.
I don't like to compliment Mutiny, but that is one nice-looking championship.
Guys, what's the new champ doing? Is that a sledgehammer?
This might be a short-lived run for that championship.
I think you're right, Cole.
He's destroying the brand new NXT Mutiny title.
Not only that, but he's sending a strong and clear message, Cole.
Look at that. All the work that went into it, destroyed by the very first champion. You'll love to see it.
If you're on Team WWE, and I am, maybe this is a sign of things to come. Maybe we are one step closer to the destruction of Mutiny.
We can only hope.
What an incredible victory for WWE. First, you basically steal the Unity Championships. Now you destroy our first ever NXT Mutiny Championship belt that we didn't even give a damn about in the first place. That's right. You never wondered why we didn't come out and stop you from wrecking our title? Or why we even gave you the opportunity to win it in the first place? Or why when those mystery pods open, that it wasn't some big WWE superstars who had jumped to Mutiny? It's because you played right into our plan. Not only did you spend 2 weeks spiking our ratings, you wore yourself out, showing us exactly who the weakest links in Mutiny's chain were. And now, we've cut them out. So thank you. You managed to make Mutiny that much stronger. Maybe next time, think twice before you barge in here with a head full of steam and no real plan. Or better yet, don't think twice. Seems to work out better for us that way.
That's the way you make an impression. Bust in through the front door and make them choke on their own egos.
I appreciate it, but the way KO spun things didn't make it feel like a win.
Come on. You walked into their house, beat half their roster, and turned their fancy title belt into shrapnel. Kevin Owens was just spinning.
She's right. If I had to guess, they didn't expect you to go rampaging through like a bulldozer. KO made all that up to save face.
They could have jumped me at any time, but they didn't. They put a bunch of scrubs into the chamber match. Hell, Psycho Sally came out to the parking lot to offer me some cake. Makes me wonder.
If they created a title because they knew you couldn't resist going down there to win it, sacrificed a bunch of their own guys just to see if they could hang with you, then bake you a cake? That seems a little egocentric.
Well, when you put it like that.
We should talk about what's next. I spoke to the GMs, and you're going to defend your Unity titles at WWE Payback.
Mutiny maneuvered their way into a title match?
No, you'll actually be facing Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins.
Might be nice to take a break from battling Mutiny.
Exactly. And since you're facing a team from our side, there's no chance of the titles going back to NXT.
We don't plan on losing either way.
Even though they're not directly involved in the match, I still think Mutiny might try to interfere. And since we all know that Hunter and the board won't do anything about it, I'll be in your corner to watch your backs. Deal?
Sounds good to me.
Ah, the hero of the moment. It's about damn time.
Not quite the warm and fuzzy greeting I was expecting for someone who just signed here. What's going on?
After you and your partner struck the first blow against Mutiny by taking the Unity titles from them, I was hoping for more of the same here on SmackDown.
And that's what you're gonna get. We were all on the same page. What's with the attitude?
You haven't heard? We've lost the WWE Championship.
Somebody beat Cody? Oh, we must have been so focused on Becky and Seth that I missed that.
He didn't lose the title in a match. Mutiny stole it. Io Sky made off with one of our most prestigious championships in the midst of their most vicious attack yet.
If I'd have been there, I'd have stopped them.
Well, you weren't. And to make matters worse, Triple H is saying his hands are tied. So I've got a board who won't act, Cody in the hospital, a locker room in disarray, and no idea how we're gonna get the undisputed WWE title back.
I'll go take it from them. Mutiny is trying to wreck WWE's legacy one piece at a time. I'm not gonna let them get away with that.
You can't just waltz into the Performance Center and look for it. I have it on good authority that Io has taken the championship to Japan. So are you ready to fly halfway around the world on what could be a wild goose chase?
Hell yeah. Nothing like a 16-hour flight to enjoy some quiet time before I bring the chaos and take down Mutiny.
Okay, good luck. We'll be counting on you.
Weren't you on SmackDown, like, last night?
Glad you're a fan, Paragon.
Well, I was mostly watching to see my favorite superstar, LA Knight. I love that guy. Just something about him reminds me of myself. But anyway, I'm guessing you're here in hot pursuit of a missing championship?
Could be. You have some intel?
Maybe. Can you get me LA Knight's autograph?
Sure.
Okay, great. Well, Io Sky showed up here last night with that title, and she wiped me out.
She beat you?
Like a drum. But then that wrestler Chosen from PWJ rolled up and put a whooping on the both of us.
Wait, Chosen beat up you and Io Sky?
What, beat us up? Hell no. He cleaned us out in a card game. Dude even took the WWE belt off of Io on the river.
Wait, now you were on a river?
It's a poker term. That's not important. Chosen won the belt, and then he and La Congrejita Loca went off to celebrate.
La Congrejita Loca from Lucha Magica? How did she get involved in this?
Locker room romances are a weird thing. If you want to get the story from the horse's mouth, Chosen is out in the arena parading around with the belt like he beat LA Knight for it. That would never happen. Guy is unstoppable.
I'm going to go have a talk with Chosen.
I think that means you're gonna jump him. You know, I'm supposed to team with him tonight.
Find yourself another partner.
You got LA Knight's number?
Oh. Oh.
Chosen, I kicked your ass once, and unless you give me that stolen belt, I'll do it again.
I don't have your belt.
Paragon said you won it off EO in a card game.
I did. But then...
But then... what?
Then... the fire of my heart. The sun I orbit around. The one true love of my life. La Congrijita Loca. She took it with her to Mexico to remember me by.
You gave her the undisputed WWE Championship as a memento?
Yes. Now I have neither my title.
You are ridiculous. It's obvious she didn't take the title to Mexico to remember you. She took it to defend it in a match.
It was... all a lie? No!
I guess I'm headed to Mexico. I really hope Aldous reimburses me for these flights.
Please tell her. Chosen still loves her.
No.
house with a knife.
You can keep your so-called undisputed title. I knew it the second I held it. That is a bootleg replica belt.
Of course it is. Io didn't tell you. She took the real belt with her. I didn't see any harm in using the fake one I took from that egomaniac Chosen to sell at Arena Estatal. He is cute, though. And obsessed with me. Maybe Chosen's not so bad. What do you think?
I don't give a damn. Look, where did Io take the real WWE Championship?
The WWE archives.
The WWE archives?
You are Mutiny, see?
See, I'm Mutiny through and through. Just trying to keep it on the down low so I can really stick it to WWE when they least expect it.
Then you know Mutiny's taking the belt there to destroy it with everything else at the archives.
Everything?
When your friends erase the history of WWE forever, it will be a blow they will never recover from. You must be so disappointed to be missing the fun.
I think I'll be there.
Io Sky came this close to effectively erasing the history of WWE before the superstar stopped her. Tonight she'll attempt to finish the job by taking back the stolen WWE Championship.
It's not enough for Mutiny to throw the entire company into a civil war. Now they're actively trying to destroy our legacy.
That's why we...
High risk! Elbow drop from the top!
This is what it's going to take. You have to go all out if you want that title.
Launching.
That's not what she was looking for there.
Bam! This is quickly turning into a slugfest. Oh, man.
The fight is on, and it's furious. Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up.
It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here. Rolling elbow finds its mark. Ouch.
Ooh! He's going up now. Going up high.
High risk. Elbow drop from the top.
More offense like that, and we could be looking at a new champ.
Oh, diving leg drop.
Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact.
Blast off.
And the dive connects.
We are seeing a ridiculous amount of risky moves. We'll see. Watch out. All the way to the outside. Took a leap of faith and connected perfectly. This high risk. Through the air. And connects. From all the way up. Wasted no time flying out to the floor.
And gets tossed back into the mat.
From the top.
Diving elbow drop. Are you kidding me? Just amazing athleticism being shown here.
I think we're about to see a masterful pinning combination. Oh, my. Oh, wow. This could be a victory.
The challenger stays alive.
I'm happy she did. I don't want this match to end. She knew how to evade that.
Package driver. Two. Got it. No, just a two.
Just won't stay down.
They're going to lock it in. Lapel lock. The lapel lock is in. This is the worst spot she can be in.
Has to think of something fast or she'll be forced to tap.
It's over. The reign is over.
And with that victory, the undisputed WWE Championship belt is coming back to Raw and SmackDown, right where it belongs.
I don't know, Saxton. Right now, it looks like it might be...
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you. You told me so. Any doubts I harbored about you and your partner have been assuaged and eliminated. Any other crow I should eat?
I feel like that was 2 buffet helpings at least. It did turn out to be a wild goose chase after all.
But you caught the goose and saved the legacy of this championship. Not to speak of the entire WWE Archives collection.
It's about time Mutiny got a taste of their own medicine.
I suppose my only small bone to pick is your theft of Stone Cold Steve Austin's truck.
I didn't steal it. I borrowed it.
I suppose the only thing I can say is...
I am pretty sure this is the worst jet lag I've ever had.
That's because you've been around the world in 80 hours.
Seriously, that was a globe-trotting adventure. It's wild that after all that, you won the title back on SmackDown.
I like hearing that. You won the title. I should definitely be listed in the undisputed WWE Championship lineage.
You're every bit as legitimate as Cody.
Hey, we're all on the same team now.
I know. Old rivalries are set aside while we all stand together against our common enemy.
So inspiring. We should hum a patriotic song while you talk.
We're not close enough for you to give me crap, kiddo. Besides, I am pretty damn inspirational.
The voice of the...
That is my line, and you cannot afford the royalties.
You'd be surprised.
Hold that thought. My phone's blowing up with some big announcement that Triple H just posted on social media. Let's watch it.
For the past 2 months, the WWE board has kept a close eye on the movement known as NXT Mutiny. As previously stated, we've taken a stance of neutrality. Our position has not changed, but I'm here to announce there will be a clear and definitive end to this conflict at Survivor Series. It will be Raw and SmackDown on one side, NXT Mutiny on the other, squaring off in a best-of-3 series of matches to determine the fate of WWE. If Raw and SmackDown win, they can return things to normal and decide to punish NXT Mutiny for their uprising. If NXT Mutiny wins, WWE might look a whole lot different. There may not even be a Raw or SmackDown anymore. We are prepared for any outcome because this truly is a new era of equal opportunity. I have one more announcement. Before Survivor Series at NXT No Mercy, there will be a special preview match for the Unity Tag Team Championships. On one side, it will be the current champs, and on the other, the former champions from NXT, Jacy Jayne and Lexis King. So Raw, SmackDown, NXT Mutiny, when it comes to Survivor Series with the future of WWE at stake, are you ready? I said, are you?
I'm so sorry for interrupting Triple H's big announcement, but I have my own to make. It's not going to be Jacy Jayne competing in the Unity title match, because we're initiating Freebird rules, and I'll be stepping in to make sure we take back what's ours. In fact, taking back the Unity titles is just the first step in taking back all of WWE and getting rid of the dead weight known as SmackDown and Raw. See you soon, dummies.
Are you serious? You know, it's one thing for Hunter to stay neutral, but now he's giving Mutiny a legit opportunity to take control of WWE? This guy's playing favorites. Hell, he might even be one of them.
Who knows at this point?
Fine. If Mutiny is doing Freebird rules for the preview tag match, then so can we. I want in.
You sure that's the right move?
I never got revenge for getting put on the shelf by the Unity champs. This way, I'll get my hands on Lexis King and the traitor who sent them after me.
Okay, you could take my place in the match, but I'll be out there in your corner to watch your backs.
Deal.
All that matters is we defend the titles. We're gonna need all the momentum we can get as we head towards Survivor Series.
Agreed. So let's not lose. I've been waiting for this since the moment all this mutiny stuff started. So yeah, I'm more than ready.
Not gonna lie, I'm jealous you two are going to get your hands on Bayley. Oh, I was looking forward to hitting her with our whirlwind splash.
At least you'll get to see Punk and I nail her with it from ringside.
I guess that'll do.
Let's stay alert out there. We're heading into enemy territory. Knowing Mutiny, anything can and probably will happen.
Got it.
All right. Let's go put some idiots in their places.
They thought they were being clever by substituting Bailey onto their team, but what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
The Freebird rule cuts both ways, Michael. Bailey and King were not prepared for an angry CM Punk.
Tonight's outcome will set the tone for Survivor Series, and therefore the entire future of WWE.
Momentum entirely against Lexus here.
Lexus unable to use his wide arsenal here.
High risk.
To their feet with an elbow drop. Tremendous impact. What a move by the champion. Oh, what a kick.
Ooh. Evades the attack.
Connected with a sharp elbow.
And she's tagging out.
Watch out.
Incredible torque on the swinging neck breaker.
Oh, he cuts it off.
He wants his crowd on their feet. He wants them to make some noise.
Oh, right in the solar plexus.
For the title, new champ. And it's a kick out at one for the defending champion.
Not getting a 2 count at this point has to be frustrating.
Shot to the face gets them out of that spot. Being placed in the corner here.
Ooh! Things are getting risky. This will not end well. Nasty! The hardest part of the ring. That was disgusting impact. The challenger's rocked and the champion should look to take advantage. From the top.
Whoa! What a landing!
I can't believe what we just saw.
I can't believe that didn't miss.
Oh, clothesline.
Oh, CM Punk stopped that in its tracks.
Here we go.
Oh, an exploder suplex.
Big elbow drop.
And tag. He finally made it.
She gets taken into the corner. Needs to get out.
Irish whip from Punk on Bailey.
And Punk follows it up with the knee.
And he nails the bulldog. Vintage CM Punk.
This looks like it could be all over.
And there's the tag.
We've seen the defending champs win matches with the whirlwind splash, and now it's CM Punk's turn.
Wait, what?
Did that just happen?
I can't believe this. CM Punk has sided with Mutiny?
This can't be happening right now.
It's over.
We have new Unity Tag Team Champions, all thanks to the shocking turn of one CM Punk.
And now CM Punk is directing Mutiny to attack the former champions. Punk was friends with these two. They trusted him. This is sick.
Honestly, with Punk's track record, we should have seen this coming.
We thought he was one of the leaders of WWE. I don't get it.
You're not the only one.
We could be witnessing the beginning of the end for WWE as we know it.
I hate to agree, Corey, but with CM Punk on their side, Mutiny now has all the momentum leading into the most important Survivor Series ever.
We are headed for dark times.
I've never been one to run from controversy. In fact, some people think wherever I go, I'm the source of it. So let's talk about why I'm here and how it happened. Buckle up. This story begins before I ever returned to WWE. Raw was in Chicago and my old friend Bailey invited me to stop by. Before I was asked to leave, Bailey and I reminisced about her time in NXT, which gave me an idea. If I was going to sign another WWE contract, sure, I wanted to main event WrestleMania, but that wasn't enough. I wanted to create real, permanent change. A legacy. After I signed, I went to the PC and met the men and women there. They had all the talent in the world, but once they left NXT, they were at the mercy of the corporate overlords who didn't give a damn about their stories, their abilities, or what they had done to get to that point. Year after year, NXT would build stars only to have them stolen by the so-called main roster and then tossed aside. If NXT management wasn't going to do anything about it, I was. NXT was the voiceless who needed my voice. With Bayley on board, we recruited Kevin Owens and the NXT roster and we started a movement. Powerful and permanent change. A legacy. And now with Triple H and the board's blessing, thanks, Paul! We not only have a seat at the table, but the chance to smash that table to pieces. It wasn't easy getting to this point. Friendships broken. Lies were told. Sacrifices had to be made. The night of the big invasion, I had to listen to the start of my own revolution as I lay on the concrete floor pretending to be a victim. All I could do was smile on the inside, knowing that my mutiny had begun. As that mutiny unfolded, I even had most of the locker room and the WWE Universe thinking Triple H was on our side. Crazy, right? Or is it? Unfortunately, for the plan to work, I couldn't be upfront with certain individuals. Namely, the now former Unity champions. I sent you on a fool's errand to run yourself ragged going after a made-up NXT Mutiny title that we didn't give a damn about. Oops. Sorry about that. I had you chase Io Sky all over the world just to have you end up destroying the WWE archives worse than Mutiny would have. At least you got some frequent flower miles. You two used to train together, right? Maybe just quit WWE now and go open up a gym. Early retirement. This is your chance to get out before someone gets hurt. Maybe someday you'll understand why I did what I did. But for now, just know that it was for the greater good. When Mutiny reaches its endgame, I will leave WWE not only better, but entirely different than it was when I arrived. And that's a change that was long overdue. So anyone else out there who's on the fence, I implore you to do what's right and get on board the NXT Mutiny Revolution now. Because after Survivor Series, you do not want to be on the wrong side of history.
I wanted to get the four of us together after everything that happened with Punk. How are you two holding up?
We're okay, but definitely didn't see that one coming.
No one did. Punk had us all doubting Triple H. Turns out he was just trying to divert attention away from himself the entire time.
This feels like that winter when we both got hurt doing that insane drill.
Oh yeah. You messed up your knee and I broke my arm. We were the walking wounded for a while there.
Yeah, at first we were helpless and ready to sit out until we healed up. But after a week or so, we started to figure out how to help each other compensate for what we were missing.
So you figured out how to get by?
You can use that experience. You don't need Punk. You never did. You have each other.
I guess you're right. But even though we have each other, we still need help if we're going to defeat Mutiny at Survivor Series.
I know you couldn't trust anyone in the locker room before, but now you don't really have a choice. And besides, in the time since Mutiny formed, certain individuals have proven their loyalty to our side. We should start there.
Keep in mind, these superstars will compete for us in the best-of-3 series. Everything is at stake, including our livelihoods and the future of WWE. So choose carefully.
Which brand do you want to go recruit first?
I'll start on Raw, talking to superstars from the men's division.
Okay. You have our full support.
Pierce told me you and your partner are the ones to talk to about Survivor Series. But there's no need for a big discussion. I'm in.
That sounds a lot more like a demand than a request.
It's not a demand. It's the way you're gonna win. If there's a man in WWE who can tear down CM Punk and everything he represents, it's me.
I'm not even sure you could draw him out, though. Punk's been hiding down in Orlando, surrounded by his army of followers. It's a fortress.
Brother, trolling cowardly moron Punk is one of the great joys in my life. I'll get him so mad, he won't be able to resist coming out of his spider hole.
How are you going to do that? It's going to take more than simple name-calling.
Okay. Remember when Punk had a midlife crisis and became a failed MMA fighter?
Yep. Not his finest hour.
Nope. And you know he just lies awake at night, stewing in his failure. Now you put me on your Survivor Series team, I'm gonna revisit his little foray into MMA to show him how a real fighter takes care of business.
Damn. That would drive Punk nuts.
So what do you say? Ready to roll with me all the way through Survivor Series?
Man, I am so ready to troll CM Punk. I just wish I could see the look on his face when you rake him over the coals.
Great! Then grab yourself some popcorn and a seat at the backstage monitor, because I'm gonna go out there and prove that MMA is just one more thing that I do better than cowardly moron Punk.
Shot across CM Punk's bow with his MMA-style match attire and all.
And you have to think it's going to send Punk's blood pressure through the roof.
Slips away just in time. Sent straight to the post. Just vicious.
Wow.
Oh, ouch. He avoids the contact.
Return fire on Adrian.
Oh, man, the neck breaker.
Now that's using your head. Big impact off the neck breaker.
Look at this. Manhandling his opponent is Drew McIntyre. Ooh. Ooh. Oh.
Stiff kick.
Boom.
Lands a kick to the gut. Bang! Crucial counter there. Heads outside the ring.
And no countouts means he can take his time.
Sherman. Just pure dominance.
Adrian looking helpless to every attack.
Yeah, Buck's got to slow down this assault. Oh, predicted what was coming.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
Clubbing strike breaks up that move and enters back into the ring.
Uh-oh, monkey flip.
I love it.
Great athleticism.
And he turned it around.
Ooh, Glasgow kiss from Drew McIntyre. And the official calls it clearly. They cannot fight any longer.
Here is your winner, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre just...
You crawled out from under your troll bridge to try to call me out again. We've been going back and forth for so long, I can barely remember what got your skivvies in a bunch to begin with. It doesn't really matter though, does it? Because every time you step to CM Punk, you end up red-faced and humiliated. But now I hear you want to be one of WWE's chosen ones at Survivor Series to take out Mutiny. We've all seen how you excel as a chosen one. There can be only one, and you ain't it, Drew. You want CM Punk so bad? Well, you're gonna get your wish when CM Punk shows up at Raw next week, looks you in your creepy eyes in the middle of that ring and slaps that dumb beard off your doofus face. Again.
Do you see Punk's rant? You've definitely got him riled up.
That was the plan.
It's good to have him off his game. But when Punk says he's showing up here to confront you tonight, I would assume there's going to be some kind of mutiny trap.
That's the safest bet you're ever going to make. Here's the thing. If he springs a trap on me, he'll probably pop his shoulder out of his socket, so I'm not terribly worried.
Punk may be made out of fine china, but Mutiny has plenty of badasses on their roster, and they could come from anywhere. So I'm still gonna watch your back.
Good man. You watch for Mutiny backstage, I'll meet Punk in the ring. This goes right, that little creep isn't gonna make it to Survivor Series.
Typical CM Punk, sending one of his lieutenants in to fight for him.
Punk promised that Drew would see him in the ring this week, not KO, a.k.a. knock off Owens.
The last thing I want to do is give CM Punk from the top.
Elbow drop. All that size and momentum landing with a sickening thud. Oh, what a headbutt.
Oh, what a headbutt.
Big headbutt. Owens running into some trouble.
Drew is looking thrilled with the beating he's putting on.
Clothesline.
What impact.
And that might be enough to knock some confidence.
No!
Oh, no, went big and pays for it.
Rolled the dice and got snake eyes.
What a disaster. Missing completely on a very reckless move. Oh, no, they're coming this way.
Connecting on the DDT.
Big forearm.
Owens not afraid to mock his opponent both behind their back and to their face.
Tackles, ruthless. Oh! Shot to the gut will break things up.
Short clothesline hits its mark.
McIntyre scorching on the warpath there.
There is no caging the Scottish Warrior. Not anymore.
Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming.
Thing Owens can do now.
Ooh, stinging kick. Ooh, strong kick. My goodness. Owens avoids that one. Handling his opponent is Drew McIntyre.
McIntyre now with an unrelenting attack.
Owens is under the gun. Oh, what a jumping headbutt. Oh!
Vicious headbutt. Ooh!
Drew flexing his muscle as he attempts to rally the troops.
Okay, he should really focus.
He left himself wide open. Big mistake.
Owens at the mercy of his opponent.
Next level brutality coming from McIntyre.
Oh, he had the wherewithal to counter McIntyre. He pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that time. And this one might be headed ringside.
And McIntyre is showboating right now.
Kevin Owens is in the zone and letting the opposition know it. He wants this fight on the outside. And McIntyre is looking to the crowd for some support.
Drew is setting him up for the Claymore. That'll take his head.
What the hell?
That's Lex's King.
Oh, we've got another CM Punk out here.
Gigi Dolan out of nowhere with a high knee. And here comes KO to direct traffic.
This pack of punks are taking Drew McIntyre apart. I don't like the looks of this. Go to sleep.
Clearly, they're sending a message from CM Punk.
Come on, get in here. Is that all you got?
Insult meet injury. GG Punk's got Drew McIntyre in the Anaconda Vice.
We need some help out here. Is anyone in the locker room going to stop this mutiny assault?
This is a major setback in the war against mutiny.
And Punk didn't even need to show up.
Drew McIntyre called out CM Punk, and now he's been beaten up by a whole army of them.
Where in the hell were you? You were supposed to be watching my back.
I would have if the army of punks hadn't jumped me before they came out to get you. Great security, Pierce.
I'm not taking the fall for this one. You and McIntyre lit the fuse by antagonizing Punk and Mutiny.
Antagonized Mutiny? You daft? Punk's bunch of brainless mannequins have been attacking WWE since the night of the draft. We didn't start any of this.
Guys, we can aim at each other in a circular firing squad or turn our ammunition on Mutiny.
No, you're right. But so far, we've gotten the appetizers and not the meal. How can we get the real CM Punk in the ring?
Trust me. I'll get Punk in that ring. You just give me a live microphone next week.
Deal.
When all of Punk's mini-me's show up, and they will show up.
This time, I'll be ready for them.
Drew McIntyre is in a familiar position here.
I have a feeling Drew is about to drop a pipe bomb of his own.
You know, they say time is a flat circle. And that sure is the case with Can't Mend Punk. Here's how it always goes. Punk shows up to great fanfare. He gathers an entourage of weak, sad, desperate people who buy enough of his knockoff cult leader garbage to follow him off a cliff. Then he has a tantrum, and he goes home, leaving everyone who trusted him broken in a ravine at the bottom of that cliff. Just look at the splintered locker rooms this vile cancer leaves in his wake, and you'll see.
Here we go. If it's the real Punk this time.
It's him. CM Punk is here.
This is what Drew wanted.
I want to talk right down to earth in a language that even Drew McIntyre can easily understand. Here it is, Drew. You need some new material. You've been the same whining crybaby since the machine anointed you the chosen one, and everybody laughed you out of the territory. I don't blame you if you don't remember that, but look it up. There's plenty of video online.
Hey, we're done talking. Now why don't you bring your brittle bones down here and we'll settle this the old-fashioned way.
Nah, not tonight. See, that's your problem. You're old-fashioned, and this is a whole new world. This will get settled, but not by me. Come on out, boys.
Yeah, about your mates. They've been delayed.
Is that Drew's sword?
It looks like it's trapped whoever Punk brought here from Mutiny. And not as confident now, are you, Punk?
He's getting the hell out of here.
No, he isn't.
And they've got Punk cornered.
Wait, there's KO.
McIntyre just leveled Kevin Owens.
Owens' distraction worked.
For Punk, maybe.
Kevin Owens is alone with two of the most dangerous men in WWE.
I'm not sure KO thought he was going to be the sacrifice for his fearless leader tonight.
Lay down with dogs, you get fleas, Saxton. Happens every time.
I don't like this, guys. Fighting on the stage.
Arm is trapped. He lets go of the hold, but I don't see any reason for it.
No telling what's going on in his mind right now, Michael.
Impressive counter by KO. There's with power.
On a human torture rack.
Powerbomb! Ooh, what a jumping headbutt.
And his head is taking even more damage.
And look at this now, yes, applying the submission hold.
Remarkable power being shown here. Trapping him in the submission, not looking to win, just looking to cause him as much harm as possible. And he's pulled the ring apron up, looking under there for something.
Run! He's got his head no stick!
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it. Saw it coming. It counters it. He could be looking for a submission here.
If it's locked in, it could be nap time.
This is just the kind of message we were expecting. Nothing but aggression being shown here.
He looks like he's about to put his opponent in their place.
And the anguish on his face continues. Tapping out isn't going to save him here. It really looks like nothing can contain this fight. Power slam.
And that will do it. Not getting up from that one, so it's called.
Kevin Owens was just made a sacrifice to CM Punk's ego.
Close. We were this close to taking Punk off the board.
He might have slipped away, but we did take out KO at least.
And I bet he has some serious questions about Punk's leadership right now. Your plan worked, Drew. Just not exactly the way you intended.
Not a total loss, then.
It's a win. Every bit of dissension inside Mutiny can help us win at Survivor Series.
Seriously. We couldn't have picked a better man to join our team.
Shall we all hold hands and sing Kumbaya, then? Or get to figuring out how we end Punk and Mutiny once and for all?
You're right. Let's focus on the battle at hand. We can have a big karaoke party after Mutiny is defeated.
We're all agreed. Victory, then karaoke. So what's our next move?
I'm going to SmackDown to see who wants to join the party.
I don't know how you could possibly find another partner as good as me, but time's a-wasting.
Back in the house with a 9-4. You did good, sir.
Hey there. I was gonna give you a hard time about losing the Unity belt, but I don't have the heart. A betrayal like that had to suck.
Thanks, Becky. It's mostly just my pride that aches at this point, which is why I am going to take all of Punk's away at Survivor Series.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. Nick Aldis told me you and your partner were in charge of recruiting Team WWE. I want in.
Oh, wow. Becky, you are literally a legend, so I don't want you to take this the wrong way.
But there's a mountain of responsibility on your shoulders, and you want to make sure you're making the right call, because if you screw this up, it's pretty much the end of WWE as we know it.
Sounds overwhelming when you put it that way.
Well then, how would you like to walk into Survivor Series knowing you're facing a mutiny that's already broken?
I would like that very much. Tell me more.
Before Punk stuck a knife in your backs in a way he never could have if Seth and I had been the Unity champions.
You're a real peach.
The whole world thought Bailey was the puppet mistress pulling the strings of this mutiny rebellion. And as you may have heard, she and I have a bit of a history.
A bit? You were part of the NXT 4 Horsewomen together. You and Bailey don't just have history, you have mythology.
Exactly. Nobody knows Bailey as well as I do. And I'm sure that going from revolutionary leader to CM Punk's second fiddle has got to be driving her mad.
And you want to use that to drive a wedge.
not only drive a wedge, I can drive Bailey all the way back to WWE.
That happens, Mutiny doesn't walk into Survivor Series. They hobble.
Exactly. I know just how to get under Bailey's skin, too. My next match, she's gonna see me do all her moves better than she does. So you give me the green light, and I'll go to work.
If you can split Mutiny's core and bring Bailey back home to WWE, you're not just on our Survivor Series team. You're the linchpin.
Linchpin. I'm the punter around these parts. That's gimmick infringement.
If you're gonna steal, steal from the best.
Flattery will get you everywhere. All right, let's see if I can get my old pal's attention.
Promise that this match is going to get Mutiny talking.
Everyone knows her history with Nia Jax. It was after one of their exchanges that the man became the man. This will get everyone talking.
There's more on Becky's mind than beating Nia. Take a look at how she's moving differently in there. There's something familiar about it.
Leg drop!
The Van Goat of WWE daring her opponent to rise to her level.
Lands a kick to the gut. Oh, the reversal by Becky Lynch. Kick right to the midsection.
Drives a foot into the stomach.
Both competitors showing they've studied the other's playbooks to the teeth.
Boom! Read that one.
Boom! What an uppercut. Running leg drop.
Oof! Kick right to the gut.
Big right hand.
Timely reversal on Lynch. Gets lifted into position. Oh, man, taking it to the trachea.
Measured elbow drop.
Boom. That puts her on the offensive.
Waist lock.
Suplex. And Becky has that look in her eyes after that. The last kicker.
Kick to the gut. Uh-oh.
Look out. Rose plant.
And that took Nia down.
Looking for the pin. 3. No. 2 count.
And Nia Jax is still in this.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of heart from Nia Jax here tonight.
And oh my God.
Oh, she gets no reward on that one.
Trapped in a tough situation, trying to find her way out. And she does.
Oh. Kick gets caught.
Outright presentation of power there.
Becky Lynch with a great shot.
From the top.
That's not what she was looking for there. Oh, she's had a lot thrown her way already.
Nia certainly put her best effort behind that move.
Oh, and Becky fights back.
Chop block.
Brilliant. Right to the back of the knee.
Becky Lynch with a diving leg drop. Incredibly savvy move by Lynch. This is what you have to look out for when you clash with a veteran.
What does she have to do to put her away?
I'm asking myself the same question. I have no idea. Oh my gosh, stopped dead in their tracks. She gets around the attack.
These two are clearly fired up, going blow for blow.
Ooh! It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here. So much pride, so much resiliency on display.
The willpower, the sheer guts of these two.
Ooh. Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two. Both absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up. Sharp clothesline hits its mark.
over. Is it enough? Is this the end? 2 count. Oh, she kicked out.
Nia Jax refuses to quit. Impressive resilience from Jax here tonight.
You know, Becky is feeling a dissatisfaction with the outcome of that pin count. She thought she had it.
A second leg drop with a twist.
I don't know how much more Nia Jax can endure.
These are the moments professionals train for. When you are at your breaking point.
Oof, a shot like that would counter any attack.
Kick to the gut.
Oof, nails the midsection.
An uppercut.
That'll cost some teeth.
From the top. Elbow drop.
Oh, man, this might be it.
There's 2. And a big victory here tonight.
Here is your winner, the man.
Thanks for meeting me up here.
No problem, but isn't this just a little bit paranoid?
People have been jumping from WWE to Mutiny since the night they invaded. Bailey probably has a set of eyes or ears hanging around here somewhere.
Well, word definitely got back to her about you doing her moves. Did you see her social media
It was
rant?
hard to miss. I'm already so far under her skin, she's gonna scratch herself raw.
Right? I've never seen a person use so many words to insist they don't care about something.
That'd be the lady protesting too much. One more nudge, I think I'll be able to open Bailey's eyes to how punks really...
How are you gonna do that?
I'm Irish, darling. I'm just gonna use my words.
Y'all know what time it is. Black flag on everything.
And I'm wearing some brand new fancy slacks for the occasion. This week, we have the biggest guest I have ever seen walk through that door. She's an icon, a legend, the former leader of Mutiny, me.
You know, I had this really funny bit about Bailey walking through that door and doing a big pratfall like some cheesy sitcom. But honestly, it's just making me sad. See, I miss Bailey. The real Bailey. My Bailey. I'm doing all this to try and remind her who she really is. You were the heart of the Four Horsewomen. The soul of us. Remember, Bailey? Do you? You were the sun we orbited around, the glue that held us together. You're a leader. If it had really been you in charge of Mutiny, I might not like it, but at least I'd respect the game. But this, following a cult leader like Punk off a cliff, that's not you. That can't be you. If you rang the doorbell and walked through that door, all I'd ask is what the hell happened to my friend. So instead, later tonight, I'm gonna go out there, and when the bell rings, I hope you're standing across from me. It's time we mend our fences.
Becky Lynch invited Bailey to the ring, and it seems Bailey accepted.
I didn't think she would actually show. Look out!
Kairi Sane from behind.
This was a setup.
Becky was distracted. Now Kairi's laying in the punches.
The referee's finally getting some control.
It's about damn time.
No, Kairi's going back. Get up, Becky.
Kairi Sane wanted to get her hands on Becky Lynch. Now she has her chance.
If Becky thought she could talk any sense into that traitor Bailey, I got a steel mill in Pittsburgh to sell her. Pure naivete.
Having faith in the people you care about isn't naive, Corey. It's hope.
Lift off!
Oh, back landing. That's not what she had planned.
Big running leg drop.
Gets herself out of harm's way.
Ouch. Oh, attacked in the midsection.
And Sane able to counter. Both superstars countering one move after another. A clash of counters, and these superstars did their homework.
Inverted face lock.
Driven down with an elbow to the heart.
She's starting to struggle here.
Yeah, you can see the physical cost of this match.
And she reversed it. Looks like she's heading back into the ring. Oh, quick way to respond with the reversal. A striking blow.
There's a crucifix. Nicely done.
Boom.
A leg drop.
Got out of the way. Ooh, what a forearm club. Becky. Lynch has got it.
Just looking to do some damage. This hold can't even decide the match.
Arm is trapped, but she gets away. Interceptor.
And this one might be headed ringside.
She's ready to do some serious damage, courtesy of that steel chair.
Oh, getting smacked in the head with a chair.
Every successive move is putting their opponent in a dicey situation. Oof.
Becky Lynch.
Manhandle slam. Is it the finishing touch Lynch needs?
And now she's making it to the top rope here.
Oh my God. Moonsault. You see that height. Ooh.
Oh, man.
Oh, with authority. And each of these lethal maneuvers have got to be taking a toll.
She's ready to take this match.
Oh, wow. Rendered unconscious. The official has to call it.
Becky Lynch just fended off Kyrie.
Becky, Becky, Becky. You know, it took me a couple of weeks to figure out why you were so determined to get my attention. Now I see. It's the same thing it's always been with you, Rebecca. Green-eyed envy. You're right. I was the heart and soul of the Horsewomen, and that always ate you up inside. You wanted the little girls wearing your costume. You wanted matches like the one I had in Brooklyn. You seethed at everything I built. You believe you can cause tension between Punk and me because you think we work by the same code as the WWE locker room. Every person for themselves. You're wrong. Mutiny is different. We're breaking the old hierarchies. You are the one who sold your soul for success, Becky. You call yourself the man when you've been dancing a jig to WWE's tune since the beginning. Your book tour, your morning show interviews, your fans, all gifts from the machine for being a good little girl. You would throw any friend under the bus to get ahead. Unlike Kairi Sane, who joined Mutiny out of loyalty to our friendship. Loyalty, which you never had. I don't know what you're after, Becky, but I know there's one way to settle it. In the ring. But I'm not the fool you think I am. You're not going to sucker me into a SmackDown trap. Come home to the place that made you, Becky. Come face me at NXT and I'll show you what you really are. A puppet. You're not the only one who can play mind games. Stay tuned.
Are you sure about this, Becky? Seems risky.
Come on. Last time I checked, we're wrestlers. The only way to pull Bailey out of whatever poison daydream Punk sold her on is to face her in the ring.
Which is a great strategy as long as you actually make it to the ring. She's got a whole army down there at NXT. I'm pretty sure you're walking into a trap.
You don't know her. Her ego will drive her to try to beat me one-on-one.
Say you're right. Is CM Punk going to be that honorable? Just let me go down there with you. Somebody needs to get your back.
After you blew up their whole plan to loot the WWE archives? I'm guessing there are wanted posters with your mug and a sizable bounty on them plastered all...
I wonder if I can get a monster truck down there.
Look, I appreciate the offer, and I'm happy as hell someone brave enough to walk into the belly of the beast is leading our team into Survivor Series. But no.
Becky, to win the Best of 3 series and save this company, we need you to make it to Survivor Series. If Mutiny decides to jump you while you're in their house...
I'm not scared of being attacked. I'm scared I've lost my friend forever. I need to do this alone.
Games are over and the jokes have ended. Now these former best friends are going to settle years of animosity.
Bayley cast a lot with Mutiny from the very beginning, but Becky...
Oh my God! Moonsault!
You see that height?
Saw it coming! It counters it!
From behind, back suplex!
And able to beat Bayley to the punch.
Big leg drop.
Oh! Boy, what a kick! Oof! Oh, perfect kick!
Good defense there.
Teeing off!
That was a vicious display. You can almost see the disdain in their eyes.
Oh, what a chop!
That'll light you up.
These two trading one blow after another. Oh, ouch!
Two titans trading strikes and refusing to back down. Ooh!
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe.
Oh, man.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up.
Who will break first? That is the question. Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now. Oh!
Cinching in the arm wringer, but ooh, what? Wasn't expecting that. Battle of counters. No one's getting their full offense in.
Closed fist connects. Kick to the abdomen.
Rocked with the point of the elbow.
A drop kick in the corner.
Perfectly executed.
Lynch has Bayley right where she wants her.
Becky Lynch.
Manhandle slam. That could end Bayley's night.
2. She kicks out. I don't believe it.
That right there is why Bayley is a role model. Resilience, intestinal fortitude. Some could say Bayley never stops fighting.
And Becky Lynch is nothing if not a thinking woman's competitor. Surely she's already thinking about her next steps. Bam! She flipped that attack around.
A second leg drop with a twist.
Becky's on fire.
Bayley was unprepared for the full force of Becky's fury.
Man. Able to save herself there. Lynch reversing the momentum on her.
Time now for Becky to get her energy up and claw back into the fight.
And a suplex. And she may be cunning, but even the veteran Lynch didn't have that attack scouted.
As you can see, Bayley fighting with a clear vision, already seeing results here. Getting to her feet here, stumbling into the line. From the top.
Pop right in the stomach creates the separation. Oh, kick right to the gut. What a reversal by Bayley. Thwarts the move by throwing an elbow into the... Oh, look at Becky.
Manhandle slam.
Becky has opened up an opportunity.
2. Becky Lynch walked into Mutiny's home base and defeated their second in command.
Is tonight the end of this rivalry or a new beginning?
Come on! Come on, Bayley, shake my hand. Come on! This isn't who you are. Please,
She's
Bayley.
going to do it.
Bayley's coming home.
Never. Never.
Damage control? What the heck?
I knew it. I knew Bayley was too far
never thought I would see those women standing together as a unit again.
You see, Becky? This is what the horsewomen never had. Loyalty. How many times have we all stabbed each other in the back? Again and again and again and again until 4 became 3. You were right about one thing. Mending fences. And so I did. With my real sisters. You might have beaten me in a match, but you lost tonight. Because damage control is mutiny.
Damage control is mutiny, which means WWE is in serious trouble.
I don't think Becky Lynch is worried about mutiny or WWE right now, Byron.
She's thinking about the friend she just lost forever.
We worked as hard as we could to peel Bailey away from mutiny, but it really feels like we took a loss on this one.
I can see your point.
Come on. I know it doesn't feel great right now, but you did make a dent in their armor, Becky.
You beat Bailey on Mutiny's home turf. If that doesn't create some internal strife, I don't know what will.
I suppose so. But beating Bailey was never the point. I thought I could help her find her way back. There was this moment after the match when I thought I saw the old Bailey. But even that was just a mask while she waited for damage control.
I'm sorry. I feel like I pushed you into this and now mutiny is stronger than ever.
First, that's crap. This was my own idea. You didn't push a thing. Second, this might not have been a total win for us. But it wasn't one for Bailey either.
What do you mean? Mutiny is damage control now?
Most of damage control, but not all. I had a talk with Dakota Kai. Turns out we both have versions of Bailey we miss. Dakota's on our side.
We have a mole inside mutiny? This is amazing. It could change everything.
It could. The only question is, what do we do now to prepare for Survivor Series?
You both hit mutiny right where it hurts. We need to press our advantage.
What are you thinking?
The Unity titles. When we won them, it pushed Punk and Mutiny into the spotlight. If you two win them, it gives us all the momentum going into Survivor Series.
I'm in.
Me too. But there's no fun in letting Punk know we're all working together, right?
No. I think we're better off if he didn't see it coming.
And he won't. Let's go get those titles.
Is this some sort of an ambush?
With everything going on, you think we've got time for either? We want a shot at the Unity titles.
You two? Interesting. Not the combination I would have expected. How about I schedule a warm-up match just to see how this all works?
No warm-ups. With CM Punk gaining power, we just can't stand by. I hate the thought of him at the top. We're here to strip him of control, and we'll start by taking those titles before Survivor Series.
Fair enough. I should warn you though, Punk is not eager to hand out Unity title shots, especially to a team from WWE.
We figured. What's it gonna take?
The word is that the only way for a team from our side to earn a shot at the Unity Championships is in a 4-way tornado tag match at NXT Mutiny. If you want those titles before Survivor Series, you'll have to run through their best teams.
Typical Punk try to wear us down. Seems he forgot us Scots are made of sterner stuff. We'll be ready for anything he throws our way.
Okay. If you want me to make arrangements, I will. But you'll be walking into the lion's den.
Sounds like a place for us to make a proper statement.
Set it up.
Are no alliances. It's all chaos. Becky Lynch. There it is. Manhandle slam. Lynch got all over her. And meanwhile, Spears. Snap there. Oh, and the rolling neck snap. Catching a cover. Bam. Too close for comfort for her.
Foot to the belly.
Bang! He finds a counter.
Big impact off the neck breaker.
She got put to the test there.
You can see McIntyre there went to work on his opponent.
Oh, what a kick.
Right to the gut.
Oh, devastating.
Man, did you see the whiplash off the turnbuckles?
A jumping headbutt. Hoping that was enough, was it? Meanwhile, Lynch
Wasted no time breaking that up.
Oh, my goodness.
got a forearm.
Sharp left to the body. Up and
All the way to the floor.
getting dangerously close to our announce table.
What a cutter.
Brutal club.
Good grief.
That's a chop that'll wake you up.
Nice drop kick.
Headed out to ringside now. What does he have planned?
And Spears considers himself the chairman. Now he can prove it.
No count out as he takes things out of the ring.
Drew McIntyre. He's covering him. He's got him.
Victory and win.
Here are your winners. The team of Becky Lynch.
Did you see those social media posts? They're trying to sound tough, but we've got them rattled.
That's exactly why I'm concerned.
You think Punk's planning something? Now, he probably is. But I've been beating odds since I laced up my boots. He's just another chapter in my story.
Punk's got his games, but they're nothing new. Tonight, it's about stripping that power away.
Don't start doubting us now.
Never. I've seen what you both can do. As soon as you said you were willing to fight alongside my partner and I, there was no other choice. But we've all been on the receiving end of Punk's deception before. And I've got a bad feeling about this.
You think there was something more to them saying they were going to make SmackDown a mutiny arena?
Maybe, but they also don't know we're working together. You'll have your hands full with Bayley and Lexis King. We'll patrol the arena and shut down any mutiny interference.
Good. Keep the place clean so we can mop up the ring with them.
An attack.
But they didn't plan for this.
Tony D'Angelo surely expected to at least make it into the arena before the fighting started.
With a guy like this patrolling the arena, D'Angelo's lucky he made it into the building.
He's going to be lucky to make it out of the building, Saxton.
And guys, I've been here a long time, and I can't tell you how many superstars haven't been the same after a fight through the parking lot.
Getting up real slow. Not quite all there.
Boom, what impact.
Oh, God.
He gets out of the way.
Boom, running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
Oh, great wherewithal there. Neck breaker.
And the parking lot continues to be the most dangerous place to settle your disputes.
My good. Not from there.
Oh, no.
Big splash. Well, now we know what lengths either one of these competitors will go to in order to win this battle. Adding insult to injury and more injury with that stop sign.
Find some payback with their own reversal.
Pops up their opponent into the powerbomb.
All sorts of danger looming as this fight continues in the parking lot.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. The Dominator. I don't know if I want to go on this trip, guys, but you might have to because it's the...
Please, stay down. It's about more than just the Unity titles. It's about gaining momentum heading into the biggest showdown for control of WWE.
Absolutely, Saxton. A win here could demoralize the opposition and give one of these teams a massive boost heading into Survivor Series.
Both teams know what's at stake and look to walk out of here with the Unity titles. Tony D'Angelo? After what happened backstage, I don't think he's making it out here.
Well, Punk expected reinforcements, but the Unity champions are on their own tonight.
Smart strategy, attack the knee. We gotta cover, guys, for the championship.
The challenger kicks out after one.
Still early goings here for these men.
He puts him into the corner. There's the tag.
Here's a tag. Opponent off the ropes. Double big back body drop.
Teamwork could be exactly what makes the dream work in this title match.
Wicked clothesline. One step ahead there.
Big clothesline.
And there's the tag, Becky Lynch into the ring.
Ooh, that hurt right to the kidney.
Golly.
He pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that. She whips Bayley into the corner.
And a massive clothesline. Bayley is down. We've seen this before.
A massive whirlwind splash.
And King can't do anything about it.
This will do it.
Chad Patton has stopped counting.
Maybe he forgot what number comes next.
Looks like they're going to remind him.
Wait, Bayley with the roll-up. It's over.
Chad Patton knew how to count that time.
That was a fast count. What the heck is going on here?
Chad Patton is running away with Mutiny before anyone else can argue.
This is a new low. Mutiny has infiltrated the referees.
Are we really surprised at this point when it comes to what Mutiny will do?
Hold on, it looks like Lexus King got left behind.
Yeah, and he's just realizing that right now.
Doesn't look like Lexus King's going anywhere.
Are these four superstars our team for Survivor Series? We may have lost this one, but now Lexus King is going to pay. And the other members of Mutiny are letting it happen.
No honor among thieves.
This could be a preview of Survivor Series.
This doesn't look good for King.
No, it does not.
And down onto the ringside floor.
What a chaotic SmackDown. A longtime WWE official has joined Mutiny.
But Team WWE answered with 4 unstoppable superstars. Survivor Series can't come soon enough.
A crooked referee? Ugh, just when we thought Punk couldn't stoop any lower.
Every day he proves he doesn't have the guts to fight us fair. At least we laid out Lexus.
Which means we get to show CM Punk what it's like to go toe-to-toe with us. Or should I say, fist to face.
I like the sound of that. In fact, if it's Punk we're facing, let's tell the GMs to make the match no DQ.
I like that.
Well, we've got one episode of SmackDown before Survivor Series. Let's go out to the ring and deliver a message to Mutiny that they can't ignore.
And even though the entire team will be out there, let's make sure Punk knows the message is coming from the two of us.
Then we should lean into our personalities, use what we do best.
I'm thinking we head straight into that ring and face them down. No tricks, no schemes. Show everyone that unlike Punk and Mutiny, we're not afraid of a fair fight.
Yes, straight to the point, face to face, no fear. Let's do it.
And there they are, the team representing WWE at Survivor Series.
WWE's fearsome foursome is here to make a statement.
Where's their teammate headed?
Looks like she took issue with a fan's mutiny sign.
Good. That doesn't belong here.
Hopefully a preview of what they'll do to Mutiny at Survivor Series.
You have to believe Mutiny is paying close attention right now.
I assume everyone's laser focused as we head into Survivor Series.
Let's hear what Team WWE has to say.
CM Punk! I know you're watching, you spineless, backstabbing SOB! You think you're walking out of Survivor Series with the keys to the kingdom? I got news for you. You're going to be carried out on a stretcher.
You thought you could hide behind your mindless army? Well, look what we...